This is Melbourne, Saturday, 10 to 4 or 3:50 p.m. I've just been watching this. Thousands and thousands of people. The same spot where there was a protest in front of the Parliament building 5 or 6 weeks ago, where pro-choice people against the COVID bullshit protested. Cops everywhere, but today, no cops. Cops don't really give a stuff for some reason during this protest here. It's hard to see the numbers here, but I'm telling you, the whole street, all the way down Spring Street, Bourke Street, was full of people. And as you can see, no social distancing. We saw earlier Adelaide had thousands of people gathered, no social distancing whatsoever. Not sure what's going on in Sydney, because if you didn't know, the Supreme Court, New South Wales, passed a law last night, illegal to protest today. Not sure about Brisbane, other states, but thousands and thousands of people are protesting with no social distancing. Is this why the governments don't want this protest to go on? I mentioned in a previous video how, yes, they'd love protests happening as long as there's violence. But we knew all along there's no violence going to be here with these Aboriginal people. Very peaceful, but huge numbers. Huge numbers. So, think about it. Think about it. It is so obvious why they obviously stopped New South Wales or Sydney protesting, because now, how are they gonna make out, like they've been claiming, some expert doctors, 1 in 30, only needs 1 in 30 people to have this BS19 to spread it like wildfire in these protests. How are they gonna back this up with no one going to be affected by this shit unless they make... How are they going to fake things? How are they going to fake deaths? Oh, they might come up with these bullshit cases. Like I keep saying, cases mean fuck all to me. I couldn't give a shit about bullshit cases like that fucking clown, Mr. Wilkins, Richard Wilkins. Oh, I got a tickle in my throat, but it went away the next day. But I'm going to die and all this shit because he supposedly met backstage for a few minutes Tom Hanks's wife. So, hang on. Social distancing. None of these people here for 3 or 4 hours are social distancing. So, going by their bullshit, how we have to stand in a supermarket queue for a few minutes, 6 feet apart, just for a few minutes. We cannot be next to someone for a few minutes because of this, risk of catching this deadly virus. But hang on, we've got thousands and thousands and thousands all across Australia, side by side. How are they gonna, defend this? Will this mean the so-called second wave that they've been talking about for God knows how long? Will this mean they'll have to bring that on somehow? Maybe they will. No people dying from all these protests. Oh, we'll have to create a second wave somehow. Interesting what's going to happen with that shit. If no one dies from this, if hundreds, if not thousands, aren't in hospital, in critical care because of this virus that would have hit everyone during this protest, thousands, side by side, no social distancing. If no one is in hospital, if there's no deaths, fuck the cases, well, straight away, fuck everything. No more social distancing. Open up everything immediately. You can stick your fucking social distancing, lockdown, whatever, right up your clacker. Gone. Finished. This is total proof. If people aren't affected by a massive crowd for hours, at least 4, 3 or 4, maybe 5, all together, you can stick your bullshit only 10 people at funerals or 20 people in restaurant shit and not being able to have two in a golf cart on a golf course. You can stick that up right up your ass, Mr. Andrews and Morrison and all you fucking evil bastards who are pushing this shit. Come on. How you gonna fake no one dying from these protests when by your fucking experts, health experts, we gotta stand 6 feet apart? And we can't be less than 6 feet apart for a few minutes in a fucking supermarket queue. I await to see what eventuates out of this fucking bullshit. If nothing comes out of this, everyone in Australia should be up in arms about this shit and say, stick this fucking COVID-19 lockdown fucking garbage up your arse.